Well, welcome everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the upcoming solar new moon eclipse that'll be occurring on March 29th, 2025. We're going to take a look at each life path number to see how this energy may influence you. And you may feel like you're just recovering from the last eclipse that we had on March 14th, which was the full moon lunar eclipse. And since then, we've sort of been in this like weird energy, weird portal type of energy between eclipses. But we're about to be in for the second round. So the solar eclipse, similar to the lunar eclipse, it is the start of a storyline. So we will likely start to see things unfold over the next 6 months to a year around this energy. This is a new moon. This is a solar eclipse. Solar energy has to do with vitality and, reaching your goals and taking actions and initiating something. Same thing with the new moon. So there may be some things that need to close out for us at this time that are no longer working, that are no longer contributing towards that progression forward. And so they will likely close out around this eclipse. They will be eclipsed out. However, there will be new things that will come in, new initiations, new starts, new beginnings. And this is the prime time to take action in those areas, to initiate, to take action, to assert yourself, to go after what it is that you're looking to go after. Now, I will say that this solar eclipse, and we'll talk more about this as it gets closer, I'll share some videos, but this is going to be a 5 energy that the solar eclipse is bringing in universally. So there will be a tremendous amount of change here, and we'll likely see that on the global scale. Again, not necessarily right away, not necessarily initially, but we'll have a pretty good indication of that change that's about to unfold over the coming months. All right, enough about that. Let's go ahead and take a look at each life path number to see what's in store for you. Life path 33-6, you are working with a really powerful, beautiful energy for this eclipse. You're going to be working with a vibration of the 56-11-2. And I'm going to talk obviously about what this means, but what I love so much about this energy is, even though it's obviously not 33-6 energy, it is going to help you to really experience your 33-6 energy in some way, and probably put it to use in some way. So I really, really like this a lot. So let's break it down. So the 56-11-2, this is of course a master number also, because the 11-2 is a master energy, or the 11 is a master cycle. And that 11 is sort of sandwiched in here. So it will demand more from you, but as with any master number, even though it demands a lot, it offers great rewards in return. This is an energy that's going to require a lot of balance and self-control. And so if there's an area of your life where you feel out of balance, or there's a lot of sort of like anxiety or nervous energy, or just it's just not your center point, right? You're not in your center whenever this situation is occurring, or whatever, whenever you think about it or whatever, right? In some area of your life where there's some imbalance, you could likely see this come in quite strongly to help you regain that balance. And some of it's going to require some self-control in that process. And if fear comes up around this time, this is a beautiful cycle to journal, to deconstruct that fear, to recognize whether it's rational fear or irrational fear, right? Rational fear, it's something that's, we're facing that we have to overcome. Like it's a fear that is real. It's tangible. It's something we need to take care of. But irrational fear, those are like the worries about the future, or worries about what we did in the past, or just worrying, basically. Fear that impedes progression forward because of what could be. And so this is a beautiful energy to, again, take some time to deconstruct that fear. Because once we deconstruct it, We can see it for what it is. We can come up with a solution, and we can calm the monkey mind. We can calm the ego. And then we can move forward. So this is a great time for that, great cycle for that over the course of the next 6 months. This is also a period that's going to kind of require you to remain impartial and unbiased, right? To kind of pull back a little bit and see the situation, whatever that situation may be, for what it is, like from a greater perspective, without taking sides or without being too emotionally sort of involved in the outcome. And that can be really difficult when it's something we're moving through personally. So this energy just asks you to pull back a little bit and be the observer. Be the observer of the experience, because that's when you can see the full picture and you get a better idea of what's actually happening. And then from that greater perspective, you can make your decisions. You can make your choices at that time. And you're going to be making it from a much more informed position than if you were biased or if you were too, again, emotionally invested in the outcome. Because when we're too in it, like too emotionally in it, we can't see it for what it truly is. And we miss a lot of the information. And if you're in a situation like that that's very emotionally charged and you can't possibly pull back, beautiful cycle for getting therapy, for being for getting that assistance from someone who is unbiased. Great energy for that as well. But you could find yourself in positions where others need you now, right? Like, I mean, you're 6, so you probably get that a lot, but people might be really tuned into your wisdom, your advice, your ability to help them in some way. And so they might be coming to you. And you can definitely play an important role as peacemaker, settling disagreements, being that mediator, being the one who recognizes where that disconnect is and reconnecting. You could have that ability to do that now. I mean, you do anyway, but really with this vibration, it's showing you that you have that ability. You know, you have that ability to bring peace and harmony and beauty to a situation. I mean, that's ultimately the 33-6, right? And this 56-11-2 is helping you to see that gift that you have and put it to use. So you could be someone who, again, is that peacemaker, the mediator, settling disagreements and, healing trouble that might be coming up between people or situations, and doing it in a way that brings harmony and balance to that situation. This is definitely a time where, you need to heed that call to help people in need, to be the one that people will look to fix it, so to speak, because you have the insight that's needed to bring about the settlements that everybody can agree to, whether you recognize that or not. And this energy will help you to see that. And I would say that, the biggest hurdle is going to be indecisiveness or feeling not ready or not capable or, all those things. So you might have to overcome some of those faulty belief systems in order to step up and, step in and step up to where it is that you're needed right now. Yeah. I would also say this could bring in the need to work with some difficult people that might not be so easy to work with. Definitely could have different values, definitely could have different belief systems, different perspectives, etc. And that can really make it more difficult to be the peacemaker. But again, it's those challenges of working with people who have different beliefs or different, values or whatever, that will help you to see what you are capable of. Like, when we're working with people who see things the way we see them and, have the same values and all that and take the same similar actions, of course that's easy because, they're on the same wavelength. They see things through the same lens. But when we're working with people who have differing opinions and approach things differently, that can be challenging. And you all are going to be sort of in a place where you need to just be aware of the people that you are working with and understand that not everyone's going to be honest with you. Not everyone's going to be easy to work with. But that's just going to require more understanding and more sort of that unbiased energy on your part. So very interesting, somewhat testing energy here. But I do think that this is a cycle where you can start to really see your true gift in this world of bringing love, beauty, harmony to a space. Yeah, interesting. And it'll also force you to face your biases and, where it is that you do have judgments, because we all do. And it can really, confront you with that to move through that, also helping you to step into your 33 energy. So discernment is going to be important. Making decisions is going to be important. Being unbiased is going to be important. And yeah, moving through those biases, moving through those judgments that might come up for you is going to be important. The goal over the next 6 months is to be decisive and to bring people together. Yeah. Kind of love it. All right. Hope it's a great one. Take care. Bye for now.